Hi, welcome to another edition of InsuranceTestHelp.com. We're going to go over 25 questions from the Property and Casualty Insurance exam. These will all be ones that will help you pass the test, so good luck. Okay, first one off. What is the maximum penalty for habitual willful noncompliance of the Fair Credit Reporting Act? It may not be worded like this, but there will most likely be some questions about the Fair Credit Reporting Act on your test. So make your answer. Okay, the answer for this one is going to be C, $2,500. That is the maximum penalty for willful violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So just keep that in mind, $2,500. Next question. Which of the following describes subrogation? There will for sure be a question about subrogation on your exam. Is it A, the process of one insurance company seeking recovery from a responsible party, B, the total loss of the insured property, C, the act of canceling an insurance policy, or D, the payment of claims by an insurance company? If you've been studying and listening to my other videos, you know I always talk about subrogation. So it is A, the process of one insurance company seeking recovery from a responsible party. Which of the following types of licensee is solely responsible for offering advice on insurance policies for a fee? Is it A, an agent, B, a broker, C, a counselor, or D, a sub-agent? The correct answer is going to be C, a counselor. Therefore, will for sure be some sort of questions about types of different agents, sub-agents, counselors, agents, brokers on your exam, so make sure you know the difference. What does insurable interest mean in an insurance policy? A, the insurer's financial stake in a policyholder's risk. B, the legal right to insure something because the insured would suffer financial loss if damaged. C, the policyholder's ability to increase their coverage anytime. Or D, a third party's interest in a property owned by the policyholder. You know from my other videos that I talk about insurable interest all the time. So the correct answer is B, the legal right to insure something because the insured would suffer financial loss if damaged. What does indemnity mean in the context of insurance? A, a promise by the insurer to pay more than the policy limit. B, a guarantee that the insured will profit from a loss. C, compensation for loss or damage, ensuring the insured is restored to their pre-loss position. Or D, an insurance payout that is double the original amount. The correct answer is C, compensation for loss or damage, ensuring the insured is restored to their pre-loss position. I always think about this as being made whole. It's kind of an easy way to remember that indemnity puts you back to being whole or back all together again. If your car is being repaired and you rent a car to use while yours is being repaired, the rental car is considered A, a non-owned auto, B, a covered auto, C, a temporary substitute, or D, a hired vehicle. It's going to be C, a temporary substitute. This question may or may not be on the exam, but there will be a question about knowing the differences between either a temporary auto or an unowned auto or a hired vehicle. So just make sure you brush up on all of those and know all the differences. What type of policy is an HO3 homeowners insurance policy? A, named peril policy for both dwelling and personal property. B, open peril policy for dwelling and named peril policy for personal property. C, open peril policy for both dwelling and personal property. Or D, named peril policy for liability only. These HO policies, there's a whole bunch of them. you really do need to kind of get some mind tricks to know the difference, because there will be several questions about the different types of HOs, and some of them may be accept questions where they're just trying to kind of trick you a little bit. So just make sure you brush up on some of the main ones, okay? An HO3 is an open peril policy for dwelling and a named peril policy for personal property. So just keep in mind that as you look at the different HO policies, which is which. Which of the following would not be covered under a commercial general liability policy? A, bodily injury to a customer. B, damage to a customer's property. C, injury to an employee. Or D, libel and slander claims. There will be a lot of questions about commercial general liability policies, so you need to look at which one of these, and this is an accept question because there tend to be a lot of accept questions, like which one is not, covered. So just keep in mind those as you go through the exam. Okay, the answer we're looking for on this one is C, injury to an employee. Injury to an employee would be covered by workers' compensation, so it would not be covered by the commercial general liability policy. The National Flood Insurance Program is administered by which government agency? A, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. B, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. C, the Federal Insurance Office, FIO. D, Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. There will be several questions regarding the flood insurance program on your test. And this one, the correct answer is A, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, also known as FEMA. Which of the following is true regarding TRIA? A, it is a temporary federal program for insured terrorism losses. B, it covers all types of commercial property and liability insurance. C, it applies to most group life insurance. Or D, it applies to personal and commercial property. Remember, only one of these is true. The correct answer is going to be A. It is a temporary federal program for insured terrorism losses. There may or may not be a question about the TRIA on your exam, but just keep in mind that the T is for terrorism. The part of a property policy that shows the amount of insurance, the premium, and the policy term is the blank. A, conditions. B, declarations. C, exclusions. Or D, endorsements. This one is going to be B, declarations. That's where all the who, what, wheres are. So keep in mind that if it's that kind of question, the right answer is probably declarations. What type of inland marine policy is used to insure equipment that moves from one job site to another, such as construction machinery? A, motor truck cargo policy. B, equipment floater. C, bailee's customer policy. Or D, commercial property policy. The correct answer here is going to be equipment floater. That is what protects equipment moving from one job space to another. So you'll find construction companies and that sort of businesses where they have a lot of like bulldozers and stuff that they move from one site to another will have an equipment floater to protect those items. You own a bar and you buy liquor liability insurance. What is another name for this insurance? A, intoxicants and impaired insurance. B, dram shop insurance. C, errors and omissions insurance. Or D, third-party liability insurance. So on this one, your bar is your dram shop insurance. That is what protects you from over-serving lawsuits. What does actual cash value, ACV, mean in property insurance? A, the amount required to replace an item without any deductions. B, the market value of the property at the time of loss. C, the replacement cost of the property minus depreciation. Or D, the cost to repair the property to its original condition. And the answer for this one is C. The replacement cost of the property minus depreciation is the ACV, actual cash value. Be sure you know that one and how to calculate it because that is highly testable. Our next one's pretty simple. What is a deductible? A, the maximum amount the insurer will pay for a loss. B, the amount the insured must pay out of pocket before the insurer pays a claim. C, the amount of premium the insured must pay. Or D, the commission paid to the insurance agent. And the answer for this one is B, the amount the insured must pay out of pocket before the insurer pays a claim. So if you have a $1,000 deductible, you have to pay $1,000 before your insurance company kicks in and pays the rest. This seems like a really simple question, but don't get hung up on the simple questions. Don't try to make them more complicated than they are. Just read the answer. Just read the 4 options and answer the question. They might be a total gimme for you. Which of the following is an example of an indirect loss? A, a fire destroys a home. B, a car accident damages a vehicle. C, a business loses income due to a fire at its location. Or D, a tree falls and damages a roof. This is going to be C, a business loses income due to a fire at its location. That is an indirect loss. The loss was actually the fire. The indirect loss is the amount of money that you lose due to that original loss. Okay, more types of HO policies. Which type of homeowners policy is most appropriate for condominium owners and provides coverage for personal property and interior improvements? A, an HO5, B, an HO6, C, an HO4, and D, an HO8. B, an HO6 is going to be the correct answer for condominium owners. Don't get hung up on all of the HO numbers. Just think of the main ones, which are HO6 for condos, HO4 for renters, and HO8 for unique properties. Those are probably the ones that are most highly tested. How soon after a direct loss does the period of restoration for business income coverage under a business owner's property insurance begin? A, 4 hours, B, 72 hours, C, 12 hours, or D, 24 hours. This is highly testable. Be sure you know these exact numbers and try to memorize all of the ones that have to do with specific time frames because they are all highly testable. In this example, the correct answer is going to be B, 72 hours before it kicks in. So just memorize that one. It's 72 hours. Which of the following best describes the aleatory nature of an insurance contract? A, both parties are bound by all clauses of the contract. B, anything unclear is interpreted in favor of the insured. C, only one party is bound by the contract. D, there is an exchange of unequal values. Remember to read the question. They are looking for the aleatory nature of the contract. The correct answer here is going to be D, which is the definition of aleatory. There is an exchange of unequal values. You pay a very small amount of car insurance. I know it seems like a lot, but the $200 or $100, whatever you pay a month for your car insurance, is a very tiny amount compared to the $20,000 to fix your car and the $500,000 for somebody that you might injure. So it is an exchange of unequal values, a very small thing for the potential of being insured for a very large thing. In a personal umbrella policy, the amount paid by the insured for the portion not covered by the insurance company is called the blank. A, deductible. B, self-insured retention. C, coinsurance. Or D, stop loss. The correct answer is going to be B, self-insured retention. Remember, this is a personal umbrella policy, not a regular policy. So SIR is the term you're looking for, and it is highly testable. jumping around a little bit because your exam is going to jump around a little bit. On a business owner's policy, which item is not considered valuable papers and records? A. Maps and diagrams. B. Manuscripts. C. Deeds. Or D. Securities. Remember, this is a business owner's policy. These are their records and important papers. So think about when you read the question, what that really defines. The correct answer is going to be D, securities. That is excluded from your important papers and records. So things like money and securities are not covered as important papers. Which of the following would be named on the declaration page of a property or liability policy? A, beneficiaries. B, first named insured. C, additional insured. D, all insured. Bit of a trick question here. The correct answer is going to be first named insured. So that correct answer is B. So that is going to be the one that is named, the first named insured has all the rights, and there will be something on the test that is about the rights of a first named insured. Back to more HO type questions. Which homeowner's HO policy is specifically designed for renters, providing personal property coverage but not dwelling coverage? So no coverage of the actual building or structure or house that they are renting specifically for their stuff. So this is going to be for the renter's personal property, but will have no coverage for the actual dwelling. The correct answer here is going to be HO4. So HO4 is going to be for renters. That is an important one to remember, along with HO6 for condo owners. And there may even be one about HO8 for unique sort of properties, like an old historic home that you've restored. So keep those in mind, because they tend to like some of those weirder ones in the HO policy definition. What does a bailee's customer policy cover under inland marine insurance? Remember, inland marine is a type of business owner insurance, but it covers specific things. So be sure you know a lot of your different inland marine policies. Does it cover A, the personal property of the business owner while in transit? B, the property of customers that is in the care, custody, and control of the insured? C, the insured's inventory stored off-site? Or D, the insured's equipment stored in a truck? The correct answer is B, property of customers that is in the care, custody, or control of the insured. If you just remember that would be the bailee, the bailee's policy definition becomes a lot more clear. So property of customers in the care, custody, or control of the insured. What is coinsurance in property insurance? A clause requiring the insured to maintain coverage equal to a specified percentage of the property value. B, a shared responsibility between two insurers. C, the amount of premium the insured pays each year. Or D, an agreement between two or more insured to share a policy. So this is one where reading all the questions and all the options is going to help you, because there are a couple here that are a little possibly ridiculous. So be sure with all of your questions on the test that you read the entire question on all of the options, because you can usually deduce that at least one, two, possibly even three of them are wrong. Coinsurance is number A, a clause requiring the insured to maintain coverage equal to a specified percentage of the property's value. So for example, if your insurance requires you to maintain 80%, that is a coinsurance clause. We came to the end. I hope you did great. Please let us know how you did. I hope these really help you pass your exam. If any of our videos help you, please comment. We would love to know how you did, and like and subscribe, because we've got lots of more great videos coming on both the property and casualty exam as well as life and health and the SIE exam. So take care. Thanks a lot. Bye. So that's it. 25 questions. How did you do? I hope you got 25 out of 25. But if you didn't, go back, review. All the answers are there. These are all highly testable things. If there's anything we can help you with, please drop a note in the comments. And if any of these help you pass your test, we would love to hear about it. Wishing you the very best and good luck on your exam.